And we got hand on about the middle of August, and over in the back of the pasture where the cows used to run, there were a bunch of pine trees kind of growing over there, kind of scrub pines, a lot of limbs on them and everything. And back of our head, we wanted to build a sugar house. And of course, we didn't say too much to Dad about it. And we told Dad, I said, hey, those trees got a lot of limbs on them over there, and they're shading the grass where the cows are supposed to be eating. Do you care if we go over with this guy from New York? And we'll go over there and we'll cut the limbs off these trees, just kind of trim them up, So we didn't tell him what we were doing. We're over there with, I guess, for 2 weeks, and we had a cross-cut handsaw. You didn't have chainsaws, but boy, we took a lot of kerosene because of the pitch on those trees. And what we were doing was cutting the trees down. He didn't know that at the time, so we took him over about 2 weeks later, and we had at least probably one log in a tree, and some of them were this big around, and they were, told Dad, well, we'd like to get these sawed out if we could so we can build a sugar house. And it happened back then, you used to have portable sawmills moving around the country, and right up the road, a mile and a half, there was a portable sawmill. So we convinced Dad to get them loaded on the hay wagon, take them up there, and get them sawed. And all that fall, we started building our first sugar house over in the woods. And for Christmas, Dad made us a sign out of an old piece of galvanized 8-inch stovepipe, I think it was, and he cut it in two and rolled it out flat, painted on it, Clark Brothers Sugar Company. That's how we got started.